I want to start with something pretty interesting here because we got some news here. Originally, I was thinking this was going to be a 3-pack, but the more I sort of heard about it, this was apparently a 2-pack where you can make adjustments to it. But I want to share some of the photos because at WonderCon, Shanghai Wonderfest rather, that was something where InArt showed a bunch of new figures. One of them being this Arthur Fleck Joker, which apparently is going to be a limited edition release somewhere around the $1,000 to $1,200 to $1,300 range. We're not sure exactly. John has said pretty consistently that Warner Bros. Is very specific about the license for Joaquin Phoenix Joker. They want it to be high end. It's going to be somewhere around $1,000. They had to justify that by making it sort of a 2 to 3-pack. Problem being, are people going to commit to that? So Kiko, I think InArt kind of had their hands tied here a little bit. They said, okay, we got to charge you $1,000. How do we do that and make sure you get a good enough value? So Kiko, is this the correct strategy to have sort of like 2 to 3 Arthur Fleck Jokers here? What do you think?
I don't see how it would not be. I mean, let's say it is $1,200 even. I mean, that's still right around the ballpark of what you're paying per figure anyway. Now, I told you that that version, you know, when he's in the hospital and he's like with the kids' hospital and all that stuff, I do not care anything about this one. I don't like that. I know there's a version, like a third-party version called the Humorist or something like that. Not interested in that. That is not a vital moment in the film. However, well, I guess technically that's when he loses his job.
It was a very vital moment.
But it's the moment after this, which leads to the bathroom scene, which I think is the standout. If you can go ahead and put that up here, that is, I think, the absolute best picture I've seen. And I was super skeptical when they showed like the tease. It showed obviously this one, you knew that because it had the green hair on it. It showed the main look, but this one is so good in a beautiful yet tragic kind of way. Like I'm not interested in, you know, the lab coat, anything like, but this one is so beautiful. And I love that the hair is in the face, you know, it's the scene where he officially transcends and starts to become this iconic character. You know, the bathroom scene, even the music, just I'm
trying to remember, Kiko, playing. Was it after he had just killed the guys on the train?
Correct.
That's
so
okay.
Yeah, because if you remember,
it.
He drops the gun in the hospital. He gets fired. He then goes onto the train. He sees the girl getting, you know, attacked or whatever, and then he stops laughing because he's scared. That's what he reacts to, and then he just goes ham on the people. And when he chases that one final guy down and shoots him at the base of the stairs, he then runs up the stairs and goes to the bathroom to think about what he's doing. And he's like, "I like this," and this is the moment. And I love this. Like, yeah, the red suit is cool and the Murray thing is cool. That's fine. But this one was something I wasn't expecting and wasn't even interested in until I saw it. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, going back to the price, if you get 2 bodies and 3 sculpts or whatever, $1,200, $1,300 for a premium line thing, I don't think so. That's being bad at all. I mean, look at that sweet display, that, you know, diorama. That's better, I think, than the Joker jail cell by leaps and bounds. It's just so cool and encompasses everything about the film. That is the titular moment in the film where, you know, you get what you fucking deserve, and that's awesome. And I wish if they're going to add a little thing, I would love to possibly have the makeup booth, you know, where I think that'd be a cool one from the very beginning of him putting on the makeup and just that little thing, put a smile on your face. I think that'd be kind of cool. But I don't see any issue with the price on this. And if we can figure out a way to actually obtain it, not trying to be that guy or whatever, but the price doesn't make an issue for me. It's the availability to actually secure it. If it's going to be like a numbered release to where I can't get it and it's lock it behind a paywall, that's fine. I'll pay whatever it takes. I just don't want the ridiculous.
That's what they want to hear. They want to hear that you have absolutely no responsibility.
That's fine. And that is fine. And most people that know me,
that's how they set their prices.
But I don't want to get stuck in there's, you know, it's going to be a lottery system. Good luck. I don't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think it's going to be that, Kiko, but we don't know the edition size yet. So it's hard to say. It could be 500, it could be 3,000, right? We really don't know. They said it's going to be limited. I'm assuming they're going to want to sell, obviously, as many of these as humanly possible. So I don't think they're going to make it like 300 or 500. I think they might make it like 3,000 to 5,000. So you're probably going to have like, I would assume like 24 hours to probably get this, right?
You're going to have plenty of time.
Yeah, I think you're going to be fine. But Josh, what do you think? I mean, we don't know price yet. We don't know edition size, all speculation. But what are you thinking about the early images and what this could be?
So we were just talking about, like, how I don't actually collect much Marvel in DC, but I will say this Joker is one of my favorite renditions of. I don't want to say a villain because he's not necessarily a villain.
I mean, he is literally the hero at the end of it.
He's like the anti-hero, right? Like, I don't know how else to word it.
I love this Wayne is the bad guy.
And this was a film when it was being made, I wanted to shit on it so bad.
Same.
Heath Ledger. I was like, Heath Ledger Joker. And then this came out and it was a beautiful film. Very well done. I'm not looking forward to part 2.
But I am. The people that are
really
shitting on
are?
because I was in the same boat saying, no one's taking the Ledger crown from me. And you can't take Ledger's crown because
dude, I don't want a musical with Lady Gaga. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm a little worried.
Down.
No. You say that. I was literally watching yesterday. I think here's your hot take.
I'm not shitting on their talent. That's not what I'm saying here.
I think Gaga is such a transcendent talent. We're talking about all these transcendent terms.
She's very talented, but I don't want to see a singing Harley Quinn.
That's fine. Yes, she does. Yeah, you will. And we're going to live stream our reactions after the film because we're going to go opening night. We're going to make this happen.
Let's do it.
I can't wait. And I think chapter 2 is going to be just as good.
But going back to the question, because I have a very good skill of just completely avoiding the goddamn question. Going on a different track.
Even in person, you do that.
Even in person, it's called ADHD, unmedicated ADHD. I actually have a statue. I have the Blitzway Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. It is easily. I don't know why it got so much hate. I friggin' love the piece. It is gorgeous. It comes with all the props. It has different swap out hands and you can put the props in the hands. I thought it was easily one of the best done pieces. And for me, I'm satisfied with that. I'm not a figure collector, right? But you can get a lot of different scenes out of this. Now, $1,300 is a lot to me for any 6-scale figure. I don't care if it's a 2-pack because the statue that I got that was extremely well done and highly detailed was $1,300. With a special edition, now it's on clearance in some places for $1,100, and that's a 3rd scale polystone and polyresin sculpted statue with props. So I look at this, and it's licensed everywhere. So this is a piece I don't understand why it's so expensive when it's only licensed for China, because royalties for Marvel and DC and stuff are around 20%. Yeah, there you go. So it was normally, they upcharge with the shipping, but it's normally $1,400 to $1,500 plus shipping. And no, that's the Queen Studios.
Yeah, Queen Studios. Yeah.
Oh, well, go look at the Blitzway one. Have you seen it?
Oh, I think so. Let me see.
Yeah, dude, go look at that. And it actually came out exactly like the prototype.
Oh,
look
this
at that.
one. Yeah.
It's on sale for $1,000, dude.
I had it at one point.
I love this piece. I friggin' love this piece. I still have it. And for me, I don't really understand the $1,300, $1,400 price point outside of gouging and trying to match what is licensed pieces cost, because this isn't custom. This is going to be mass produced. So if you want to spend a shit ton of money, that's fine. I'm not shitting on the 2-pack at all. I love this. I absolutely love this, actually. I could see if it was a 3-pack, it being $1,200, $1,300, but it's not. This is correct.
I mean, that's at least what we're thinking right now. We don't have official word.
If it's $1,200 to $1,300, it's a 3-pack. Totally understandable.
It might be.
If it's a 2-pack, I'm sorry. They are making hand over fist on you. So, and again, I'm not shitting on the product. It looks great, but it doesn't make the price doesn't make sense to me.
I'm wondering though, Josh, why, for example, because we've all been consistent about this. I
love this one, by the way.
Why did they choose to do this one instead of just regular Arthur Fleck? I think that would have made more sense to me.
Because you want, it's kind of like, how I collect original production art. Right. I want the process be able to be displayed in one thing. And with this, if anything, they should have made a 4-pack with Arthur Fleck. So the process of him transforming and going down this depressive rabbit hole into insanity and madness. Right. I think that would have been absolutely sick. But I think then it's pushing a lot of cost. Then again, I mean, $1,600 for 4 pieces, I would do that.
Right. But that's a lot of display space. You're a lot of display space you're dedicating to one character.
You are, but that's a good question why they didn't. I actually like the clown, the hospital, jokey clown,
right?
Because that was the beginning of the end. That's where he got his persona from. But I kind of like, I wouldn't have done the bathroom scene. I would have rather had a regular Arthur Fleck, believe it or not.
I think a lot of people, myself,
But
I don't know if I
everyone's
want to
different.
display just a bum in a coat sitting there looking sad. I understand who he is or whatever, but going back
Yeah.
to that shelf presence or whatever, if someone walks
Sure.
in, they've never seen the movie, hey, who's that guy that looks sad just wearing dirty clothes? Like, I don't know. I guess
I almost would rather that
somebody.
over this clown version though, because it's kind of
No.
redundant, you know, because you kind of have the bathroom scene and then you have the regular.
I feel like the bathroom scene one is redundant. But well, actually,
No.
it's not. No one's done it. But you can't just not make the final like suit Joker either.
Because
that's the problem.
Because Kiko, you have a really good opinion of, and Josh, you too, about the bathroom scene. But primarily, what most collectors are going to want, they want the red suit. That's what they want. Like that's the breadwinner, or the one thing that everyone wants, right? Like when you talk about the Joker 2-pack for Heath Ledger, the jail cell one is cool. People like it, but people want the purple coat version.
What I don't understand is how did they get the licensing for this in China, but Hot Toys has not been able to?
I think maybe Hot Toys just assumed it wasn't worth it. Maybe.
I don't think so. That's definitely not it.
Well, they're not allowed to
Kamen Rider or whatever.
But what if it's Kiko? Sorry, what were you going to say? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, going back to some of their weapon type
mandates,
debacles that they mandates and stuff. Maybe they didn't want to have to deal with that, especially this being an R-rated film.
Well, maybe too, because InArt said they've been pretty consistent, Warner Bros, that it needs to be high end. So maybe like Hot Toys was like, well, we don't want to make a $600 Joker. You know, maybe
none of the Justice League figures are high end. I can tell you that.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it could be that they've have a line of pieces they've already dedicated to from a licensing standpoint that they're waiting, because prototype approval is a long process. I mean, I know in anime statues, like you'll have a prototype for a year or two before you can even release it. Like you don't just get to release these pieces when the movie comes out. The first time I've ever seen any of this is with Star Wars and Marvel, where they're releasing figures before the actual TV show or movie is even out. And that's brand new after COVID. That must have to do with like streaming services and licensing.
Yeah, but the comments I'm seeing, I mean, I know John has said this, like Daniel mentioned, needs to be 1K. I've heard that thrown around a lot. 160.
What?
Supposedly that's what Warner Bros said. Warner Bros apparently, according to John from Queen, they're saying like it needs to be $1,000, needs to be high end. So maybe Hot Toys was like,
then how are they making money?
Right? I don't know. That
doesn't make that literally. I'm not saying he's a liar, but like that doesn't make sense. You wouldn't produce a figure at a loss then.
Right. No, I don't think they're taking a loss. That's why they made it like a 3-pack probably, or a 2-pack.
Then it's not $1,000. I don't know.
No.
And he
I think it'll probably be. I think it'll be like.
He wouldn't even be allowed to disclose that in the first place.
I think it'll probably be like 1,300 to 1,400. I would assume. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty high, and I think some people are going to get sticker shocked by it for sure. But the thing that's interesting is, if it has to be that high, I get it. Their hands are kind of tied, but it's almost like for most collectors, you're probably having to buy things you don't want to get what you really want. Most people want this red suit.
It still doesn't make sense. You're not going to have $1,000 license in China on a figure set that isn't licensed to the rest of the world. That doesn't make sense to me at all.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm not there, so
yeah.
From a business standpoint, to me, that's a bad move on Warner Brothers' part. But
the price, as I've said before in closing, the price means nothing to me. I want to be able to actually.
You need to stop saying that publicly.
I don't care. I don't care. I do not care.
InArt's going to be like, "Fuck you, dude."
They're going to be like, "Fucking Kiko."
If that means that I actually obtain it, that's fine. Like I said, it's the lottery and me getting and we'll talk more about lotteries and queues and stuff later on, but I don't like having the opportunity taken out of my hand. I don't like leaving things to chance. That's why I don't gamble.
You should stop collecting then.
No, that makes it fun. I want to chase. I'm fine.
Kiko loves the chase, bro. It's all about the chase.
That is a chase. Just because you missed the lotto doesn't mean you've lost. And you said dollar value's no issue to you, so go nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could.
I'll find one for you.
I bet you will.
It'll be like $5,000, but
Josh will do it, bro. I'll get it done.
I'll do it, man.
But my other caveat is that when I know what it cost and I could have obtained, that's the part where it bothers me. Same thing, hey, you know, this retails for $350. I'll sell it to you for $700. Well, I could have got it for $350, but you know you're getting it with me for $700. Nah, I'll take my chance. And so then when I lose out on that chance, that's what makes me mad.